Here's tonight's 9 at 9. The San Antonio Police Department releasing new information in the brawl that was caught on camera at Ojos Locos sports bar. Police say 2 men and a woman detained by security guards claimed they were jumped by a group of people who had already left the bar. But a security guard told police a different story, saying one of the men and the woman were throwing empty beer bottles trying to fight people. Witnesses told police several fights broke out at the same time. No charges were filed, though. The TABC is now looking into whether the bar violated the alcoholic beverage code. A dramatic rescue in China after a 2-year-old boy stumbles into a well. You can see how deep and narrow that well is, only about 16 inches wide. That made the child difficult to reach, but luckily he was safely rescued and is doing okay. A Delta flight forced to make an emergency landing due to engine failure. A passenger recorded this video of a flight attendant trying to calm passengers down and prepare them for that landing. Nearly 150 passengers were on board at the time, headed to Baltimore from Atlanta. The pilot made an emergency landing in North Carolina. No one was hurt. The faulty engine was replaced and the plane is now back in service. A New Jersey boater is alive after he says he was adrift at sea for 2 days. People spotted his boat headed toward the shore Tuesday morning looking beat up.
He was making his way in directly for shore. When he came on shore, it was pretty obvious that he was in trouble.
Police say the man was disheveled and nearly incoherent. He was taken to a hospital for an evaluation. 20 tons of cocaine seized from a J.P. Morgan Chase cargo vessel in Philadelphia. The banking giant doesn't have operational control of that ship, which is run by a Swiss-based shipping company. Investigators say the cocaine's value was nearly $1.3 billion. Police say this armed robber in Philadelphia had a change of heart in the middle of the crime. The man went into a smoke shop armed with a gun and demanded money. That's when the store's owner says he suddenly changed his mind and left.
That was unbelievable what happened, because he actually had the money in his hand and refused to take it.
The man told the clerk he desperately needed the money for his daughter's kidney transplant. Police are now looking for the suspect in this attempted crime, but they say they might also be able to help his family out. Wild weather on the Italian coast sent beachgoers running. This is video of that chaos. You can see strong winds throwing rafts and sending umbrellas flying, forcing people to run for safety. No word on any injuries or damage from that storm. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says the U.S. has broken the record for the wettest 12-month period for the 3rd time. According to NOAA, from July 2018 through June 2019, there was an average of 37.86 inches of rain. That's nearly 8 inches above average. In June, flooding conditions persisted along the central and lower Mississippi, Missouri, and Illinois rivers. NASA is growing plants in space. The space agency's garden on the International Space Station includes lettuce, cabbage, kale, and some decorative plants. Rather than sunlight, space plants are given nutrients and exposed to LEDs to grow. The plants are harvested after about a month, then they're analyzed and taste tested. To read more about these 9 stories, go to ksat.com/news at 9.